Welcome back to Dial of Twang. I'm Dave. We've got a groover here. It's A and D7. So I guess A7 as well if you want. Okay. And it's just an equal, duration holding of each one of those chords back and forth. And this week, I'm going to do 3 videos using this backing track. And you don't have to see them all for each one of them to have meaning. They'll definitely work independently as well. This first one is just some transition riffs going from between the 2 chords. Okay, and then a lot of hanging out or what we call comping the chord for the rest of those measures. Okay, and when I do like some rock and kind of jam style comping, I do a lot of just kind of muted out kind of stuff between the octave and sometimes the. Okay, you don't have to do it exactly like that, but do something simple that's more rhythmic and more about dancing with it than necessarily trying to do a strum pattern or something. Does that make sense? So you end up with something, and just warm up on that without the riffs at first. I like to do it with real simple shapes. I'm doing a few little, chicken head things. In the jam style, if you've noticed, now some of the bands arrange their things in more of a heavy guitar sound arrangement where there's more guitars in the band. Um, and using a lot of bar chords and things like Widespread and Mo probably would be another good example. But a lot of them also, that use more of a, even if there's 2 guitars, they do kind of a thinned out rhythm parts of the guitars, right? There's a lot of little melodic moves and transitional things. There's not a lot of just, um, uh, uh, playing a chord rhythm throughout the whole song, right? And that gives room for the bass and the drums and all the other things that make that style so, uh, embellished and so stylized. So keep, just kind of keep that in mind, but warm up on that, just going between the 2 chords. This is a very useful practice, actually. And even though that's a D7, that simple D bar chord will work well. I like how the kind of the junk too that you end up, right. You don't always hit it the same way, or you hit another note in there. And when you're doing a lot of muting and stuff, you're using the root and the fifth a lot. That what I'm calling junk is actually like the nuanced stuff that sounds cool, right? Now this routine I'm about to show you, it's just that comping those 2 chords, getting into the groove, and really letting that track, you know, hold you up, and back you up, and then using these riffs between the 2 chords. Now, here's the first one. On this loop, it'll be easy to kind of let it jump in wherever you want. That's the D. Now, when it gets ready to go, this D. do it one more time. Okay, so that's a little bit of a Jerry-ish kind of borrowed feel there, right? And it makes those chords so sufficient, right? When you have a good feel and lick that kind of, you know, is grooves you on over to that next chord, you don't need a lot of other stuff going on in that measure, right? So if you can kind of get this going off to the side on your own, that would be cool too. So you got something like, just hold that one. This is great practice because you really, when you got to mess around with it, but when it comes together, you're feeling the whole kind of 8-bar thing, right? You're not just compartmentalizing. I'm doing this lick, then I'm doing this one, then I'm doing that. Our playing sounds, kind of broken up and stuff a lot of times because we're so kind of, pecking at the ground. Oh, there's something, there's something, right? We're kind of looking down upon it. This helps you to kind of ease up, relax, and step back from it. And I'm going to make the loop a little bit longer at the end of these so that you can really rehearse and experience that going back around, right? Maybe that's why these jam band songs are so long. Okay, so let's really slow that one down here for a second. Pretty much a major pentatonic. There's your routine just to get this going, right? Okay, then put that, I don't know if it's 4 measures or whatever the timing is, just kind of work that out yourself or put the track on, see if you can pick it up. Okay. The reason that we're several minutes into this video and I'm just now showing you the slowed down version of that is because these other things that I just mentioned are important. This just playing along with the chords, getting relaxed, right? The way that there's so much information being presented so quickly at this point with the online community. And it's awesome how much information there is, but we're kind of getting that, we're Snapchatting our guitar playing, right? We're starting to, I got that one, on to the next thing, right? Be with it, for a few minutes, and it's not just learning this one little thing that I'm showing you. It's, letting your body become more connected to your guitar. Okay, so now one of the I did a few different little things here, and don't want to pick them all apart. That's kind of a main one right there. If you can get that little riff going to that D and just keep that going, awesome. Set you up really well for the next couple of videos this week. There's one that I'd like to do that's pretty simple, going from the D back down to the A, though. Let's look at that. So now we're up on the D. Right at the end of that, okay, that's one of those little things that you might see in a blues turnaround or something, but just kind of picking out a couple little pieces of it. So I'm sliding. You don't have to necessarily slide by 2, but you can. Sliding from 1 is probably cleaner. So we're ending up with this is over the D chord going back down to the A. So we got a root D, and then we've got, what's that, a third down here? And that's really cool. Now, when you slide it down 2, you're going to do the same thing. Same shape with your fingers, but you're going down. You're going to end up with a flat 7 and looks like a 9 there. It's great. It's like you're getting that bluesy, that dominant 7 sound in there, going back to the A. So here's what that looks like. If you put those 2 things together. Okay. Pretty cool little routine. Now, I think I did a slightly different version of the little boogie woogie type of lick, maybe the second time around in that demo. And we don't have to pick that apart note per note. That one there's the one that you really want to get it down if you can. Then that little D transition. And then the last thing I did was I just, as an example of how you can use the same notes for both transitions, basically within the context of using the notes in A major pentatonic. I think I did something like. Okay, so there I kind of went and did a little bit of a wrap up there for you. Well, I'm so used to the Telecaster. That's that. And just anything in that kind of major pentatonic box there. Okay, so work that into your own routine, right? And really practice those 2 main note for note licks that I showed you there, and I think that'll help you really get that feel that you're really settling into that groove. Let me know how it goes, and look out here the next few days for a couple more of these. We'll just keep building on this jam, okay? Take it easy.